Good morning, everyone. This class is for the students of class 9. For the students of class 9. In this class, you will be learning about chapter 2, The Sound of Music, in your English literature textbook. Okay, by Deborah Colley. Okay, by Deborah Colley. She is the author of this lesson. And the chapter is there divided into how many parts? Into two different parts, where we get two biographical accounts of two different great persons of the world. Part 1 and part 2 we have in the story. Okay, and who is the author? Deborah Colley. So first I take you through the explanation of the story of the chapter. I would like to first of all tell you in brief about the author. Deborah Colley, she is the author of this lesson. She was an Ottawa-based English writer. She was an Ottawa-based English writer and a broadcaster. Okay, writer and a broadcaster who has written a great number of articles, and a lot of biographical pieces, Okay, so in this lesson here we have two biographical pieces. In part 1, it's about Evelyn Glennie, one of the world famous musician, and the other is about Ustad Bismillah Khan. Okay, so in this class we have to go with part 1 of the story, that is about Evelyn Glennie. And two parts are given, two separate titles, though the name of the chapter is The Sound of Music. Okay, but each part has been given a separate title. So the title for part 1 is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. That's the title for part 1 of the story, The Sound of Music, right? So as I told you, this biographical account is about Evelyn Glennie, one of the world famous musician. Okay, so how this the story, or you may say the chapter, begins? It begins with a crowded platform scene. It begins with a crowded platform scene where lots and lots of people are there, and they all are pushing one another, they all are elbowing one another, because they all wanted to make way for themselves. Why? What for? To board the train. Okay, to reach their destination. And here in this crowd at the platform, we come across Evelyn Glennie. She is also there in that crowd. Why she was there? Because she had to take the train from the platform to reach her prestigious Royal Academy of Music, where she had been recently enrolled. And today it was the first day of her class there. That is why, though she was very afraid, though she was very nervous, but yet she was very happy and excited to think about her first class, that how it would be. But in this crowd, we cannot compare Evelyn Glennie with the rest of the people at the platform, because here she was quite different from all other students of her age group. Why? Because she was totally a deaf girl. She could not listen anything. She had lost her hearing capacities. She had been diagnosed with this particular illness recently, right? And thereafter, how this particular account of her life moves on. After this, we come to know about her childhood, that when and how this particular illness of Evelyn was detected, or you may say when and how it was finally diagnosed. Okay, so we come to know here that when Evelyn was quite young, when she was 8 years old only, it was when it was doubted by her mother that there was something wrong with her hearing. there was something wrong with her hearing abilities, right? Because one day what happens, she was there sitting on the bed, and there was a piano around her, it was there nearby her, that's what we may say. And that time, at this moment, her mother was there in the kitchen, and she was calling out her name. She was saying, Evelyn, Evelyn, okay, piano is there around you, take this piano and that you play. And that's what she wanted to play actually, okay. So it was when her mother doubted that there was something, surely something wrong with her hearing, okay. And later on, at the age of 11, that's what we may say, okay, her head mistress in the school one day called her mother, please come to the school, we have something to tell you, we have something to let you people know, okay. And when she visited the school and had a talk to the headmistress of the school, okay, she came to know that yeah, it was really something wrong with her hearing, because the headmistress in the school told her mother that her performance in almost all the subjects are deteriorating. Her performance is not at all very good. It was unsatisfactory in all the subjects, okay. And she told her, you may say, the headmistress in the school suggested her mother to take Evelyn to some specialist, so that she could come to know what was the exact problem, what was that she had been exactly suffering from, okay. So as per the suggestion by the headmistress of the school, she took Evelyn's mother took her to a specialist, and it was where she came to know that she had completely lost her hearing capabilities. She had become totally deaf, okay. That's what we have to remember when this illness of Evelyn was finally diagnosed at the age of 11, right, when she was taken to a specialist by her mother, okay. And thereafter, what happens in the story, how the story moves on. For a while, Evelyn thought that now she was left with nothing, okay. All her rights and all the things have been taken back by the Almighty, by God. Now she was left with nothing, okay. So she felt very bad for a while, but as she was the kind of girl who was full of strong willpower, so she did not achieve this defeat very easily. Rather, she decided to continue with the rest part of her journey. She decided to do what she wanted to. She decided to achieve what she had already decided for her life. She wanted to pursue her career in music, and with that very ambition in her life, she wanted to move on, right. She did not want to accept her defeat of her life, okay. So this was the sheer determination of Evelyn, and the total motivation, or you may say the total dedication towards her goal or towards her ambition, that helped her out achieve everything that she wanted and that she had dreamt of, right. So after, when Evelyn was diagnosed with this particular illness or the loss of hearing, all her classmates in the school, even all her teachers, they all started demotivating her, they all started discouraging her. They all used to say, Evelyn, you now cannot do anything, you are not a normal child any longer, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. But there was only one in the school. He was, you may say, a percussionist. He was a percussionist. Percussionist is the one who plays tabla or drum, such sort of musical instruments, okay. And what his name was? His name was Ron Forbes. Ron Forbes, that's what you have to learn, remember. And it was he who came forward to take up all the challenges and who decided to work with Evelyn Glennie, okay. he decided that I would be helping her out realize her dream or to achieve what she wanted. Right. So you may say that it was he, Ron Forbes, who spotted her talent, who spotted her potential, okay, and helped her out achieve what she had dreamt of in her life. Okay. So initially what he did, he first of all took two drums for her, one larger one and the other smaller one, and she started playing different notes on the two drums. And this is how he wanted Evelyn to identify the kind of sound being played on the two drums, on the larger drum and on the lower drum. Okay, so initially there was a trouble for Evelyn to identify or to sense the sound being played on musical instruments, but later on she achieved mastery over it. That's what we may say, she became expert in identifying different notes, different sounds and vibrations, right? So here Ron Forbes said to her, don't try to listen through your ears. What he said, don't try to listen through your ears, but try to sense it in some other way. Try to sense the sound, sense the vibration in some other way, not through your ears. And that's what Evelyn did. Okay, and after a while she realized that she could feel the sound or the notes on higher drum by her upper body part, by the body part above her waist, and the sound of lower drum by the body part lower her waist. Okay, the notes of higher drum by the body part above her waist, and the sound of lower drum how by the body part lower her waist. This is what she realized. Okay, and she became very brilliant enough, very smart enough, very active in identifying different sounds all around, not through ears but by sensing it with different parts of her body, right? And as initially we have come to know that she had been enrolled in the prestigious Royal Academy of Music. Okay, and initially in the story we come to know that she was there at the platform going to attend her first class in the academy. So she was enrolled there for a 3-year term course. Okay, so during the duration of 3 years of her course, she almost captured all the topmost awards in the academy, and it was very shocking and very wondering, okay, the way she performed in the audition for admission in the academy, because the score that she achieved for admission in the academy, that was one of the highest scores in the history of academy. That was very wondering for everybody, for all other classmates and for all the teachers over there. Okay, so you may say that this girl Evelyn Glennie was full of determination, full of motivation, and full of very strong willpower. Okay, so all these qualities of Evelyn helped her out every time to go on, okay, and to continue the journey of her life. Okay, and thereafter what happened, she was not satisfied at all with these sorts of top musical awards, top awards, okay, given in the field of music. But she continued with the rest part of her journey. Okay, thereafter she started giving concerts, musical concerts, almost at all parts of the world. Okay, and she started giving her concerts free of cost in hospitals and regions and in the schools of the deaf and dumb children. Okay, and while talking about music, what Evelyn says, okay, just take a look at these words. She says it pours through every part of my body. What Evelyn says about music, when anyone talks about music, what music is and how you are able to sense it through your body parts. She says it pours through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin. It tingles in the skin, in my cheekbones and even in my hair. So you may say that how Evelyn was able to identify, how Evelyn was able to sense different sounds and vibrations, not through ears but through different parts of her body. Okay, through her hair, through her cheekbones, through her chin, through her, okay, and through every part of her body. Okay, that tingles in the skin also, and she could also hear the sound in her hair, in her cheekbones, in her chin, in her cheeks, okay, in her forehead, in all her skins. And now this is when she became a shining inspiration for millions and millions of people, for normal people as well as for handicapped class of people, right? So who generally think that no, they cannot do anything, they cannot achieve anything in their life. So she had become an epitome of a very very deep motivation and inspiration. Okay, and once one of the very famous world percussionist says about Evelyn Glennie, though God has taken away her hearing capabilities, but in return she has given her something extraordinary. What was that? That she could feel what people hear. It was sound, it was music. And that is why he says next that she expresses music beautifully, more beautifully than all other normal people. This is where this biographical account of Evelyn Glennie comes to an end, and all these were the key points in the chapter, in the story, in this particular account of her life, that you all have to remember, that you all have to learn. You also please do not feel demotivated and never feel discouraged, no matter what people think about you. You have to just decide what to do in your life. If you are full of determination, if you are really willing to do something or to achieve something, no hurdle, no barrier, and no problem, no difficulties can stop you reaching there, can stop you reach your destination and to realize your dream. Okay, so my today's class here comes to an end. Thanks for watching. See you next with my another video.